What's up?
We back.
Welcome. We're just gonna jump right into it.
Back.
Give the people some time to figure out what they want to do. Those two walk out the door. All four of you are together.
Well, we're outside of the entire place, right?
The room.
Oh, I want to go
where do you
outside
wanna
outside the entire house.
Yeah. Outside.
Yeah.
It's like a really small hut, like a one-room hut, like a studio apartment hut style.
Well, I think we learned a few small things, but
we learned something that's actually really important.
That it was his boss's orders to have him be here.
No.
I feel like that's pretty important.
Well, obvious. Duh, he kind of already said that. No, we learned that the Black Tiefling is forcing the Hobgoblins, like that Donk is only serving the Black Tiefling because he has to, which means there's leverage there.
Well, we don't know what that is though.
No, but we can find out.
Okay.
Can we? Well, we can go to Donk and be like, hey, I heard that you're working for this person. Do you not want to be working for this person? Because we can help.
I have a feeling while we're asking him that, we're going to get smacked in the face.
Yeah, he was very enthusiastic about us last time.
It's a possibility.
We also snuck in through the toilet to kill him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look.
Should we print out a sign? Should we write a sign?
Mm-hmm.
I know Goblin, kind of.
Who knows how to work with neon?
I was being sarcastic.
I wasn't.
Well, how does that help us in what we need to do right now?
It could get us the proof we need.
I think if we get up and we're in front of Donk, we need to knock him unconscious and take him into the Frost Realm with us. I think that'll give us the information that we need.
Actually, that's pretty solid, yeah. Didn't think about that.
I mean, we could also, if we have this advantage, this leverage, be like, hey, work with us, the dragon will get rid of the Black Tiefling, and all's going to be good for all of us.
Also that's also a very good idea.
Instead of having them fight us along the way.
So I'm not positive, but regardless, I think that the orcs
They're hobgoblins and goblins.
Yeah, the hobgoblins.
There are no orcs.
There are no orcs.
This is not Lord of the Rings.
I've been playing a lot of classic WoW.
They're a guy.
I think that the hobgoblins and goblins aren't fans of the elves or us anyways. So, I think if they were to take A or B, A being us, B being the Black Tiefling, I'm pretty sure they'd still take the Black Tiefling.
Black Tiefling is definitely empowering them. So, there is that. The other thing, too, is it's at risk of death for anything else. If they somehow got out of it, they could probably do whatever the hell they were doing prior to all of this, which might be fighting more elves.
Right.
Or they could just GTFO and we're in the clear.
Except if they GTFO, they're going to get killed by the Black Tiefling.
Yes. Unless the Black Tiefling's taken care of. Once and for all.
Yeah.
So, with that said, it's probably not a bad idea to explore this route for now.
So at this point, you guys hear and feel the same frost kind of chill that just runs through the forest.
We might not be able to explore this route now.
Shoot.
I'll say that didn't have anything to do with what you were saying.
No.
It's not like you caused it.
Right.
Okay.
No, it was
What
more,
did you do, Val?
I'm like,
God.
no, we're not drawing lines here.
It was more along the lines of like, hey, we've got a little bit of time too. No, we don't have time. All right, cool.
So, on a completely unrelated yet slightly related note.
Your doom is upon you. You hear
Shut
from
up!
inside.
Well, he knows what that is. We should go talk to Llewyn.
It is more information that...
Well, also about what just happened and his reaction.
That would be
Also, yes.
something related to Cryanax. You weren't really around for the first one.
I mean, I'm sure, but clearly he knows what's going on.
I would assume that is a sign that they are closer to releasing him.
Which is probably not a good thing on the frost plane side.
No.
Because they're not anywhere near here.
But we've been so worried about getting to and from the frost plane when there's a connection already. The tree.
How does that help us?
I mean, it's an anchor point, at the very least, but it's not necessarily a portal.
No, but it might be useful to know the connection is there.
I say that we start by finding out the information that we need to know before we even start thinking about going back there. I think the idea of, I mean, you guys got into the tunnels around wherever Donk is.
No, actually,
Is
the
that the easiest one to get
tunnels
into?
were Papia.
Okay.
After we'd been captured.
I mean, regardless, you guys have seen Donk,
Yes.
right? So that's the farthest you've gotten with any of the groups so far, right?
You also saw on the map that the tunnels kind of
Yeah.
interconnect all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. But
Okay.
we didn't find the tunnels for Donk.
Correct.
So,
We also saw Buckpert, too.
okay. Do you think it'd be easier to go after Donk or Buckpert?
Actually, I think you guys did see Papia too then.
I know we saw...
Saw Papia at Buckpert's.
Oh.
The one
Wicked.
casting.
Well, I guess I don't know if you knew that.
The one casting
But,
over
yes.
I mean, we
In either
figured
case,
out
you
it was
could've-
one of like 2 people.
You could have been, pretty confident in your guess.
The one casting over the dragon turtle.
So yeah, like we've seen 2, but that doesn't get us really anywhere, just by seeing them.
Well, if you had to try to go to knock one unconscious,
I would say who's the weakest.
which one would be? Should we talk to Vulin about that? Is that? I mean, maybe ever since they got a little bit further,
Yeah.
maybe they know something.
I'm also curious on how they captured Not Donk.
How and where?
Let's go talk to Vulin and we'll ask him some questions.
We got
Clearly their intent for us to capture him, so.
to Bulin.
Okay, you guys can make it. He'll excuse himself from the discussions after about 5 minutes or so. Okay, well, what'd you find out?
A couple things. Found out that we think that Not Donk was his orders were to be captured. How did it happen?
Okay. Well, we were able to take the stronghold, and he was there.
We had the stronghold.
You didn't think that was important to bring up before now?
We know it now. Let's go based off that now.
I don't report to you.
Uh,
What does that change things?
Would it be possible for us to take a look inside? Maybe that proof that we need would be there somehow? Somewhere?
Yeah, you
Would that
can
be
head
all-
there and look.
Okay.
I don't know what you'll find, but go ahead.
It's always worth a look.
Sure.
Alright. I think we have the map on how to get there, plus you 3 have been there before, so we'll start heading that way. We'll let you know what we find.
There's also more information with the fact that it sounds like Donk is being forced into complying with the Black Tiefling and not necessarily doing it willingly. So if that expands to the rest of them, there, like you said earlier, there may or may not be some leverage that can be exposed there.
Well, we have known from the beginning that they're stronger than they ever have been.
Yeah.
So we're guessing they were given additional powers by this black tiefling who really we know almost nothing about. Haven't seen him a few places, but that's it.
You know, I was under the impression that this was all done willingly because of the power exchange,
Mm-hmm.
but if they're not necessarily wanting to, that's that's new information to me, at least.
It might not be anything that we can act on now, but it's
Yeah.
something that we might be able to act on later. So
Right.
we'll keep our ears and eyes open for it.
Oh, good job. I'm assuming he's still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive.
He may... He
That-
seemed really freaked out when I walked in as the Black Tiefling, so there's also some leverage there. But, with that said, it also sounds like he's willing to die with anyone else questioning him. He seemed a little more forthright to tell us stuff as me, or with me as the Black Tiefling.
I doubt something like that will work twice. But thanks for the information.
Mhm.
Is there anything else? Any other information you require?
How often have those cold winds been blowing through the forest? Is that what it was? Was it a cold
He
wind?
definitely recognized that
Yeah. As soon as that happened, he said, "The end is upon you," or something like that.
and laughed.
Hmm.
So he knew that.
Well, we haven't had. This is only the second time we've seen that. We have the tree guarded now. We received word here at the command tent that nothing's happened there. So we just have to assume that's in the other plane
Okay.
and hope that everything's okay.
Have you taken any other fortresses other than Donks?
Yes, we took Buckport and Donks in the same strike.
Okay.
We worked our way in, pushed it heavily on the western front, and slowly are moving our way in on the others.
Okay.
Have they all retreated back to whatever the furthest east stronghold is?
They seem to be pretty well spread out. Furthest east, that would be Pupia. We haven't really found her stronghold. We
It
have it marked
tracks.
where we think it is based on intel,
That tracks.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's not an obvious, and I think we talked about it earlier, it's not an obvious entrance, at the very least.
Well, yeah, we weren't able to find whatever it was that you guys were describing with these large statues and the tablet. We searched the whole forest in that area and found nothing.
Whip would have had she would have made a map for that.
They weren't able to find it.
All right. Well, we'll get to work, and as I said, we'll let you know if anything happens before we leave.
Okay.
To wherever we can go.
All right. Report back to me if you need anything.
We'll do.
Will do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll go back.
All right. Well, which one do we want to go to first?
Donk.
Yeah,
He's the strategist.
he's also the fake one that we have.
Sounds like a plan.
Which means we should be on the lookout for the real one still being there.
Yep.
All right. Anybody need to rest up, or do you want to get going right away?
I say let's get going, but you've used some spells.
Yeah, I've used some spells to get that, but I was able to recover a little bit.
Okay.
So, some of my higher spells may not be available, but hopefully we shouldn't need that.
Let's go.
Where to?
Donk.
Donk.
Ooh, donks.
Okay.
Between Wick and I, we should remember the way.
Yeah. It's pretty well. It's on the map and everything. You guys are able to find it. Relatively safe the entire way because it's been all this area that previously was disputed has now been taken by the elves, and you show up and there are elves patrolling the area. Not a ton, lightly guarded, kind of like, all right, we got it. Let's leave like 10 people here and keep going, type of thing.
It's like the game of Risk where you have like one soldier.
Right.
Mhm.
So they just leave a few there.
On the way.
What if that was actually the case? There's like one guy there, and you're like, oh, come on.
Then he keeps rolling sixes. Dude, screw this game.
This guy.
On the way there, I want to say.
Freaking Australia.
So I thought they were only they pushed the front line back a little bit. I didn't think they pushed this hard.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, I
Oh.
kind of thought this would be information that would be helpful to know when we said we needed proof, or we needed to find a way back to the frost plane, and we mentioned that there were tunnels connecting.
Well, he doesn't know everything that's at stake with us, and
We
We
also
also went to a separate plane and came back reporting that, you know, some of his best folks were dead or abandoned. So, I mean,
And
maybe
then
not the
mentioned
most-
that we needed.
and then maybe we're not the most trustworthy people for them to tell us stuff.
of course we're not. We're not elves.
Also that.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of that.
Yep.
If you ask people to do things for you, like help you, you need to give them information so they can.
Well, let's show them that we're worth it then. Let's get this thing taken care of.
You guys show up. You know pretty much the lay of the land. You wouldn't quite yet, but there's kind of like a little area, and you see there's a lake with a small little island that has like a it's not a bridge, but it's like a land bridge. And then in front of it are a few little huts that just are vacant, and there's a few elves wandering around and just patrolling, and a few stationary in the middle. Two of them like eye you guys and approach.
Hey.
Welcome. What are you doing here?
Vulan told us that this place was taken. We told him we wanted to look it over, see if there's anything that we can find that would be helpful, since they caught Donk.
You're here on Commander Vulan's orders.
Yes,
Can we confirm that?
absolutely.
Wait here. They walk back.
I want to say to you as well. Nope.
Man, you guys are just like.
I told you my brain was mush.
Everybody's brain is mush tonight.
Is that what I get via message? Like, no. I'm like, what the
Please
hell?
hold.
Am I going crazy?
Call back later.
Yes.
My brain is on PTO.
After about 2 minutes, they come back. All right. Yeah. See your way. Look around. Do what you want. Try not to destroy or damage anything.
Will do.
Thank you.
Is there a place where... Is there like a Donk war room that was found or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a war room. It's been mostly burnt up.
That would have been us.
Yep.
It's inside the.
We know the way. Well, actually, no, we don't. We know the
Not
way
from
from
this way.
below.
It's
We
pretty easy to
escaped
figure
of
out.
it, right?
We
Okay.
jumped out the window.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were on. I think.
And you almost
No,
drowned.
you were
I was
unconscious.
unconscious.
You were unconscious. There was only Ildren and one other person up.
Sai, I think.
Ildren
was
and
Yeah.
Sai.
And I was low on health too.
Yeah.
He was too. It was almost. it was easily the closest you guys have come to a TPK.
Mm.
Each person had, I think, one more tick of damage, and they were out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did just remember. Are we sure that we don't want to tell them that the real Donk is out there still?
I'm not sure that's our place to tell. I think that if Vulan wants them to know that, then he'll send a message.
That's true. I just want to make sure that if Donk is still here, possibly, or shows up, that they're not caught by surprise.
I think that's a good thing. I hope we're here for it.
Yes, I do kind of hope for that as well. But
Do you want to send a message to Vulan and ask?
You could probably send a message to Donk if you wanted.
I could do both.
We're looking for you, Donk. Come out and play.
As a note, that specific spell, high-level spell, is it something that... do we truly want to do that, or...
I'm just saying.
Not yet.
I mean,
The thought just occurred to
Yes.
me that you could do that.
I could.
Since
I could
you have
definitely
met him.
Yep.
The jerk face.
we just, they just communicated with Vulan. We could tell them, hey, ask Vulan if we're allowed to, or maybe we should just ask if we can communicate with him. However they did.
Can't you do that?
without using a spell slot.
That's the intent, is to... I've already burned a number of my higher level spells just trying to get what we got for information. I would, if we do end up having to come across some goblin scouts or anything like that, I would like to hold on to some. But if we truly do need to do this, I do have the ability to do it.
Well, might as well only check in once if we need to. So let's take a look around and we'll figure out what to do then.
Yep.
So I think we'll head to start from the war room, or is there like a central area to this base?
If you guys are just heading there, yeah. So you walk down. It's kind of the similar atmosphere as the last time. Kind of weaving around the outside with like little pods that kind of go out that are like just open doors. All the doors have been opened. It sounds pretty empty here. You see a few other miscellaneous rooms. If you want to just keep going, you can make it to the room that you were slightly traumatized to go back to, maybe.
Yeah, what kind of shudders when they walk in like
it would be a pretty...
I'd like to keep an eye out for traps as we do this.
Okay.
Or like trapdoors.
Give me
or
investigation.
secrets or
It's investigation, right? I think so.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
give me an
first dice I rolled
investigation
tonight. 12.
Okay.
With side, that would have been like a 19.
You don't detect anything. It slows your movement, your pace down, but
I'm fine with that.
you don't really find anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll keep looking as I go.
Okay.
For what it's worth, if you need me to take a look.
I was kind of hoping to look for a panic room type of thing. So.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in that room.
Yeah, you're standing outside of it now.
I'll go in. I'm not traumatized by anything,
Okay.
so I'll hop on in there.
Sure. Yeah, you walk in. The room has a lot of fire damage on it. Like the rock has been burnt. It looks like it was pretty vicious in here. You see like melted, like not melted, but completely like ash that you could pick was some sort of like furniture in here and such.
So that's where the table was. That's where we jumped out.
Is there anything that's still complete? Is there or is everything just totally toasted? Anything look fairly untouched?
So you walk in, you see a lot of the things are ash, but you also see that a new table has been brought in. Has a few like documents on it and such.
Is it a elf table or an orc table? I don't know how are
Well,
the documents
being
on
that
it in Elvish or
neither of those two options.
Okay.
It's a table.
Because there are no orcs.
There are no
And
orcs.
it's not an elven table.
Wow.
That works on multiple levels. Because you could be like,
Yeah.
wow, and also,
Wow.
Also, that is wow.
I typically go with if you know what I'm actually asking, then deal with it. So I'll take a look at the table. I'll take a look at I'll look everywhere because I'm of the mind that like Donk is still in here somewhere, so I'm gonna find him.
Okay, so you're looking at the table. Are you guys all going in?
where did Donk appear when he came out to like taunt us?
So he came from where you guys were entering, like from above. He walked down, and then closed the room behind.
Got
you
it. I
guys.
want to look around like elsewhere in the fortress that we didn't go.
Okay.
I'm going to stand outside the room and make sure a lever or something is not pulled.
Okay. So are you splitting up then, Anna? You're just gonna go wander?
I think Wick would go with Anna if that's the case.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey, I feel like we should, I'll take a look around. You guys keep looking around here.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
We've seen everything continuing on, right?
That's where we came from
Okay.
when we first came here.
Cool.
I basically just want to like walk through the entire structure that I can get
Sure.
to, and like keep an eye out for like levers or like trapdoors or anything like that.
I
Investigation.
start like
Oh.
messing with the lever on the outside, just like.
So you're able to find the lever that was originally pulled
Okay.
to close this off. The doors have since been opened.
Wick is as within Wick is looking for like any maps that might be there or like notes on strategies, stuff
Quick
like
links
that.
and maps? Hold on.
No,
It's like
Okay.
I don't even know you.
So you two are in that in you're right outside and you're inside the burnt room. We'll just call it.
See.
And then you two are going different places.
yeah.
Are you guys going to like places on the top, places you've already been?
I mean,
Places we-
my goal is to walk through the entire fortress.
Where are you going first?
If
We're
Wick has a preference, I'll follow you. But
I'd say we're starting with places we haven't seen, so
Okay.
that would be up towards the top.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So last time
I got an 11 on my investigation. So I said trapdoors and levers. I'd also be looking for anything when we're in the areas that we've already been to that looks different. So anything
Okay.
out of place or just like changed or whatever. So
Sure.
And
That's
yeah,
the
Wick
stuff
is
that
trying
I'm
to find
looking for.
like see if she can find any proof or like information that would be helpful. Knowing that the elves have already gone through, but she's got that, she's
Yep.
been reading Goblin and stuff.
why don't you roll an investigation as well?
Investigation. That's a 16.
So you guys are able to see. So first, as you guys start heading down, you kind of split up. These two start heading down and exploring what I've already described. You guys enter the first room. It looks somewhat like a throne room. There's like a really, like it almost looks like it's been made of mud. It's kind of like layered up. It's brown, kind of like almost pushed together, but like then it was like made solid, and it looks kind of like flowy and
Like
has
clay
like
almost.
lumps. Yeah. So it's a kind of an interesting looking like throne, and then there's a few chairs and things like lining the sides of the room. Not a lot, but it seems like there's a lot of standing room. Overall, it's somewhat barren in there now, except for like the fixtures and like the furniture and stuff. Searching around, you're able to find a lever near the throne that, if pulled, will close the front the door into the throne room. So, actually, what this one does. So you find the lever. Do you pull it or anything?
should I pull it? I feel like I should pull it.
Well,
Let's pull it.
Okay.
Hey, Wick, should I pull it?
I pulled it already.
Why'd
All
you
right.
ask me?
I mean, to be fair, Wick does the same thing.
Well, it was also to give you a heads up that I was doing a thing and to pay attention.
So as you pull it, you hear. It's actually a little bit kind of hard, but you're able to get it a little bit easily.
Yeah, I might get Wick to help me.
Yeah. I mean, you have the
Goes over
strength.
it.
It's kind of it's a lever.
Do I?
I was gonna say Wick's the strong one of the two.
If you want. Yeah, like you see Anna like slowly getting it, you just walk over and kind of help.
I believe so.
What's your strength?
+0. So I'm second.
Second by a lot, I think.
Yeah.
So you hear just kind of, and you hear, and a large stone tablet from where you guys just entered dropped, and just is blocking your.
Oh,
exit.
not a tablet like with words on it.
Yeah,
No,
I
not
thought
like
you
just like a large stone.
You got me so
Sorry.
excited.
No writing on it.
My bad.
Disappointing.
This is merely a defensive structure to help.
Hey, it's a panic room.
Alright, well, this is a hideout for him.
I'm thinking of the silver
Cool.
pick up
How are we
song now.
getting out?
You guys hear.
Can
was
we
that?
unpull the lever?
Is it
Go
worth
ahead
it? I
and
think it's
you
worth
can
it.
Can
try.
we push it back?
Wick just pushes it back. Yeah, that's what
That's
I thought.
about it.
Yeah, I don't see any ropes attached.
Well, I mean, it was worth a shot.
I'm gonna keep
It would
moving.
not be the weirdest thing after going through Buckpert's fortress.
I didn't go through Buckpert's
I'm
fortress.
telling you, it was weird.
You good in here?
What's that?
Put
You
it
good in here?
technically.
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
Okay. Be careful of this. And I'm going to point to the lever.
Oh,
This'll...
that's what I read in Wick's book. That did the thing.
Yes, that almost killed all of us.
Sweet.
So be careful about it. I'm going to go check on them.
I'm gonna keep looking in the throne room.
Okay.
Or the war room.
So while looking, you see a few scripts that you're really not sure what they mean.
Okay.
A few have been kind of just like pushed to the floor.
They're
Do
in Orcish.
sure. You think they're in Orcish.
This is Orcish.
Oh, it's gonna get so annoyed with that.
Get used to it.
You
So you bring it to Enna because you're like, Enna can read Orc.
Yeah, you can read Orcish, right?
We can read anything.
you do see what looks like a map with some arrows drawn on it that look like basically from what you've seen of Wick's map, just kind of reversed. It shows like they're coming from the northwest and like coming down and around and trying to like get at like south of the encampment.
Okay. I'll roll that up and put it in my bag.
Okay. You reach.
Do I...
There's a large where you just walked and saw like a glimpse of like a throne-ish room. Now there's a big old rock in the way.
I'm going to start to panic a little bit because that's what happened before. And then I'm going to cast messages like, you guys good in there?
Who do you cast it to?
I will probably cast it to Wick because that tends to be how.
Yep, and I just trapped us in a room.
So, no fire.
Not that I... Nope, no fire.
Okay.
No fire.
There's a fire.
Accidental fire. Sorry, you tipped over.
Did I forget to mention the fire? There's a fire.
Oh yeah, it smells like gasoline inside. I forgot all that part.
Okay, maybe don't pull levers that you don't know what they do.
But then how do we find out what they do?
Have you met the two? I'm not in this conversation, but like, have you met the two of us?
Right.
Yep.
We're
Have
the
you also
most
met me?
lever pulley sort of people.
It is Dad Char. Maybe don't have the curiosity take you over. At least...
Cool. Well, if we can find our way out,
Is
we'll
there
let
another
you
exit?
know.
There is not.
That
We
would
had
be
to
a
have a
terrible
way-
panic room.
He had to have a way out.
Or a great panic room.
Panic rooms usually don't have a way out.
Yeah,
At least ones that I'm aware of.
it kind of defeats the purpose of panic rooms.
There has to be a way for him to get out of this defensive structure. So let's keep looking.
Well, I would assume he would have other people in here, and they would be able to move the stone.
That's a lot of
Go back.
stone.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna go back to you.
That's
Okay.
not. Yeah, that's not even a message. You just hear
Yep.
that through the stuff.
Yep.
Are there any rooms branching off of the war room? There's just like toilets, burnt stuff, table. Is that pretty much all?
Those
that's in
are
here?
completely different rooms. You're just in the war room.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Is there any? There's no other rooms off the war room. And
It's
in the war room,
each.
it's
So
just-
this place. Think of it. The closest thing I can describe, just within the internal terms, would be the trading tree, where you kind of go up the trading tree and there's like, here's a room, here's a shop, here's a shop, here's a
Okay.
shop. This is
So
like
they're all
underground,
Reynolds, basically.
and they're all like one structure, one like thing that kind of loops
Okay.
around, and like here's a room carved out, and here's
Okay.
a room carved out. So each one has one room that's carved out.
Yeah, if I don't see any like anything that catches my eye in here, I'll probably just head all the way to the bottom. Or is this at the bottom?
No, that's not at the bottom. You get down, you see the barracks, and then you see what you must be able to gather now is it's an assault on your nose. Is the smell must be? It's like seawater and waste
That's
products.
the poop hole.
You're able to pick up. Yeah, they probably swam down that very disgusting looking thing right there. But other than that, you don't really find too much of importance, or
Okay.
like there aren't like papers just laying around.
I'm gonna walk up behind and go, time for your initiation.
Push him in. Push it. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm stronger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Not by much.
That's not new.
That's not. Yeah. Welcome to everybody. What do you mean?
That's where we came in last time.
Ugh.
Yeah. Wasn't great, but it got us to the war room without being seen.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Glad I was not around for that.
yeah, trust me, you don't want it. Did you find anything in the war room?
I did. I found a map that looked like the map that Wick grabbed, but like from the opposite. It's like their version of it. So I don't know if this would be. I'd say this would be considered like bad proof, right? Like this probably wouldn't get the job done on its own, but this might add to the building of evidence that we're trying to get.
Can I take a look at it?
Yeah, there you go.
See if there's anything different on here. And then I assume that I see the arrow for them trying to flank. Is this probably a useless question? Is this new? Is this any information that they don't already know? Or is this something that, I guess I'm now just thinking out loud.
Oh, I think this is definitely worth bringing back to Vulin.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if this attack has already happened, then it's useless information.
It's useless, but
I'd rather err on the side of telling them that it is happening as opposed to
right.
not telling them and then it is happening.
Well, you want to keep looking?
We can. They got themselves trapped.
If this is too much to say for a new person, let me know. But like, this seems to happen a lot. Like this type of thing seems to happen a lot.
It's literally happened twice in this building.
To be fair, we didn't pull the lever last time.
But we've gotten trapped in this building twice. And by we, I guess it's been you two.
Oh man.
Okay, well.
Hey, the first time was Wick's fault. The second time was my
Not
fault.
really. I think we all came in.
You
Well, Wick
ran in
rushed
there,
in.
guns
Sure.
blazing,
Yep,
when we
you
could
did,
have
yeah.
held the doorway.
Yep.
I did not force all of you in.
I think
Y'all
your
came
exact
in on
words
you.
were, I walk forward and cast Hex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all didn't have to come in
I
with me.
advance forward 20 feet so that I cannot get back, and then I cast Hex.
On one of the 7 hobgoblins standing in front of me.
So,
Well, should we let them learn their lesson and take our time getting back there?
Bold of you to assume this is going to teach us a lesson.
Yeah, really bold.
I-
Yeah, it's been a year and a half that we've been playing this game. Like,
I
Ooh,
doubt
shiny!
I doubt they'll learn anything, but I am inclined to let them figure a way out themselves.
All right.
Inna's rash decisions
Cool,
have led
see
to
y'all in about
Valshar's death.
3 years.
Yeah.
And
Until
getting trapped. Wick's rash decisions have led to
Very many things.
very many things.
Almost everything that happens.
Valshar's rash decision led to side-eye. I mean, you know, we're compatible.
Yeah, Lord knows there's enough to go around. All right,
We're
well,
just waiting for what you do.
this seems to be the bottom, so might as well go to the next room up.
Okay, so you just went from there down to here. And
I
now-
mean,
You
I went all the
went
way
to the
down.
barracks and stuff and didn't really find anything all that interesting. Bunch of smelly rooms.
Okay,
Or
so
like a big
I
long
visited
room.
everything else, like kind of
Yeah,
between the
you
war room and
went
here.
because you guys searched everything on the way up. I just tried to describe the same things that you saw last
Okay.
time. This place, most of the things have been taken.
Okay.
If anything was of any value, I mean, you see a few weapons laying around and stuff. If you want to grab anything like that, I mean,
Nah.
not nothing, but like small value.
Well, should we go past where they're trapped and see what else is down there?
Yeah. Did you see any like cracks in the wall or something like that? Anything that would hint toward a hidden door?
No, I was fairly actively looking, but I haven't really seen anything like that.
Okay. We'll continue up.
Okay.
We would probably continue looking through this room.
Wick is actively trying to find a way out.
I'm
Sorry.
looking for anything interesting. So if it's a way out, if it's a lever, paper, just anything.
There's a lever.
As we pass by the room, is there a lever on the outside? Damn. I was really hoping to be like,
Be like, oh, Hold that thought.
Yep, this has a very specific use for the leader of the goblins.
Yep.
Or hobgoblins. So, yep. I'll save you guys when you need to roll. You don't find a way out.
I don't find anything else interesting in there either.
I mean, it's kind of similar. You guys can find some miscellaneous, like, knickknacks and things. Like,
if there's anything with writing, I'll grab it.
There wouldn't be anything with writing here left. That would all would have been in the war room. I mean, you can find, like, heavy things that are worth some money. That's pretty much what you'll find throughout this place. So,
Are there any windows in this one?
Even
Yeah,
just small
yep.
slits.
yeah, there would have to. Yeah, there would be in the back, on either side, behind the throne room, kind of letting in, like, sun right in front of.
How big are the
throne
windows?
You can squeeze out.
You were hoping to say you wouldn't be able to.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
don't know what the
funny.
response you
I
wanted.
don't know. It's
After
funny.
searching through and not finding any way out, is just gonna cast based on her time in them escaping in Topia's area. She's gonna cast Witch Bolt at the stone and start like trying to like break it down.
Well, imagine we're walking by as that happens, and it's like, we're like, holy shit.
See, that was Witch Bolt.
Yeah, why don't you roll damage? You can just roll it a couple times, as I'm assuming you're just going to sit there and just...
I have it up to a minute, so I can cast it 6 times, or I can have it go 6 times.
It's actually 10 times.
Or 10 times, yeah.
Cast like 3 or 4 times. Unless somebody else wants to try to do anything.
I mean, I
Nope.
could cast, like, Shocking Grasp or Frostbite or something. If it's really bad, I could do Earth Tremor.
You
That
can cast
actually
Shock
might
and Awe.
help. What?
You can cast shock and awe.
Shock and Awe.
Shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah. Ding.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh, God.
But with my damage, it would actually make the threshold.
31.
Oh, that's 3 though, right? Or is that 1?
That was 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of see like a little bit of like a little crack, and then the fourth one you start to see a few more cracks come throughout.
Well, looks like I got this under control. Let's move on. So we're gonna keep
If
going.
they're right outside and he says that, Wick is gonna like try to angle it so it goes through the crack and like right in front of him.
Roll a d20.
I can do that.
Let's see how motivated you are for that.
Nat 20, baby.
Wow.
So that's gonna go right in front of you and then hit me.
So are you trying to hit him based on your judgment of where he is on the other side?
I'm
Or are
trying
you
to I'm trying to get like right past his nose into the wall on the other side. Like I'm just trying to. He just pissed me off.
So you just like talking and whatever it was you're saying. Yeah. So like 2 inches in front of your nose.
Any facial hair you have is like standing on it.
I don't even know if you can see Wick through the crack, but like she just.
Apparently she heard you.
Nice shot.
I'll turn it on you next.
Genuine compliment.
We
got
get it,
this
Wick. You're bitter.
situation.
Jesus.
I was giving you a compliment because it was a good shot and you're still learning some of your powers. Jeez.
I've had this one for a while now.
I know, and it's rad. Take the compliment.
You're the reason I'm doing this.
You're the reason for so many other things.
I'm trying to get better.
Is this what you call better?
To be fair, this one's not her fault.
Oh, that's not her fault.
Oh, no, you deserved that. It was just a really good shot. I'm the reason we're stuck.
By saying you had it covered?
What?
By saying, oh, they have it covered means you get spells launched at
Oh,
you.
can we please not parse grammar and just get us out of this stupid room?
You're in there. Good
How
luck.
many more times can I roll?
You will just say over like the next 3 or so times you're able to like make a big enough hole where you can just kind of like pull some of the rocks out and get out.
We're
Did you guys
moving on.
find anything?
Nope.
Apart from a new map.
I'll hold on to it for now. I'll keep walking.
Oh, he's salty.
I'll describe the flanking.
I don't even need to make it combat this week. It's gonna be a party combat.
PvP.
Okay, so you just head out and leave.
I
Okay.
want to find the next room.
So
Oh, that's
right here,
it. You guys have kind of you explored a couple other miscellaneous rooms, haven't found much of interest. You probably have the most important things here is
So-
what you get the vibe of.
The only ways we found to leave this fortress are the front door and the bathroom, right?
Pretty much.
And the
Or
window.
the
Well, yeah, yeah, window.
Or the what? The
the
windows.
windows. I mean, they're definitely not ideal.
Were there any broken windows besides the one that we jumped out of? Our first lovely time here.
Mm-mm. Plus, it wasn't. So that one. So the throne room actually didn't have like the bars.
Mm-hmm.
But the war room did have the bars.
Yes, I remember the bars.
But no, none of the others had those.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't found anything else apart from the map, in which it does have the information that we may or may not have to pass on in case what's been said on there has not actually happened.
Meaning still, yeah. Well, honestly, if I were going to flank around the back of captured enemy territory, giving them a decoy leader of the who's supposed to be the tactician would definitely make it easier for me to accomplish that without being noticed.
And how many, did we see any patrols along the backside of the tree as we were walking up initially?
The tree.
Elf patrols.
Yeah, so as we came from
The town.
Bushbrain,
Bush.
I said Mushbrain. Yes, that's that's a good town name.
I know what you said.
Coming back from the shopping town, we're going with this. To the front lines, did we see any patrols along the backside of the tree?
Navut.
That's the one. I felt
You,
really
you
lazy.
guys
Also.
didn't go to really not even that close to the elk tree.
But we would have been southern. I was more asking about just southern patrols in general.
No.
So we didn't see any patrols on the southern side of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a good way to assault. If
It's
there's-
true. And, I mean, we managed to, get around behind the front lines several times. There's no reason why it couldn't be done the other way.
I mean, there's people obviously surrounding the tree, so I guess I'll assume that they're also protecting the southern side. But patrols themselves, that gets them a lot closer. I think this is definitely something that we need to pass on.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it worth hitting up the next stronghold first?
I think this information is of a priority that needs to be passed on.
How long was the walk from the front line to here?
Without any really worry of patrols, probably 3-ish hours.
3 hours.
I think it was several when we were sneaking our way up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we head back now, I wouldn't mind taking a quick rest after we get there, and then wake up bright and early and head to the next one.
That could be something that we do too.
Are we heading all the way back?
I was thinking that we were going from here. We were going to go to
The other one.
Buckbirds. Yeah,
Oh, so you want to go to Buckperts and then back?
that's what I was thinking we were
Okay.
going to do. But I'm also
Should we
not
send
opposed to that
something?
idea.
Okay.
Should we send something before, or on our way to Buckford?
Yes. That was what I was going to
It
do.
seems like the most efficient thing. I mean, Buckperts has also been taken. I doubt we're gonna
Encounter a lot of trouble.
exactly.
Do we want to take the tunnel?
That's an intriguing idea.
Where does the tunnel connect around here?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like,
I'm gonna guess it's an external.
To your butt.
See, we gotta go through the toilet.
so welcome to the gang. Jump on in. The water's gross.
Poopy. The water's real poopy.
I mean, obviously, the last place we
Poopy
came
poopy.
across the tunnel, it was connected to the base. So I guess I'd assume that it's nearby here at the very least.
Well, the reason I ask is because we didn't really see anything in there in terms of ways to get out.
No.
But it seems like a lot of the other places, the tunnel's connected to the actual fort itself, right?
You would be confident from wandering, because you guys wandered it and didn't have anything chasing you or anything, that there was no connection inside, at least visible to any underground tunnels.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, this was the one I wasn't quite sure of because of its location.
Well, let's take the tunnel then.
Yeah, if we can find the entrance to it on this side. I mean, it may not even extend this far. Buckbridge might be as far west as it goes.
On the map, it's shown as being connected.
To... Oh. So we can...
Wick will hold the map out so we can just...
Is there an entrance that's marked on there? Or is it just showing the
It's
tunnel?
kind of like a general map.
Okay.
It's not like it's specifically drawn to this area.
Okay.
It's like you see the line that kind of goes to the fortress.
Okay. So we can head that way, maybe go into a general area of where the tunnel is, and maybe find an entrance.
Could it be underwater?
It very well could be.
Well, it would kind of have to be, I think.
Well, they could
But we don't want
partially.
they could come up on the shore.
I mean, if a lot of the
Yeah,
ways,
sure.
if a lot of the ways out of here are through the water, or out a window into a lake. I mean, it seems like if they didn't find the actual buck part, that'd be a very safe way to exit.
Mm-hmm.
Donk.
Down. Go through the window and through the water and into the tunnel
You know,
Where all the
dunk
orc-
the orc.
where all the orcs are.
I'm scared of orcs, man.
Buckbert, the orc tactician.
That just hurts my brain.
I would rather not try to find it underwater just based on the fact that none of us can breathe underwater.
Why are we discounting the idea that the tunnel could just come up somewhere around the lake?
That's more what I was
and then
thinking.
they just come
I was
in.
just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay.
I do think that is a good place for it. I don't know
Yeah,
if
if we
it
can't
is though.
find it.
We've swum basically all around this fortress at this
You
point, right?
swim around the fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say we've walked
There's
the ponds.
no like it's just like sheer wall or whatever. There's no like you could get up on to land and not be in the fortress, right? Except for like the bridge area.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, that was. Sort
I
of
just had to
worded-
think about it.
That was sort of
Yeah,
worded poorly, but.
Is there an external entrance to the tunnel that is not a part of the...
There,
Or just any land like
Oh, yeah.
outcropping outside of the.
you
fortress
do
other than
know
the
that the
bridge.
fortress is connected to the bottom of the lake, so you weren't able to swim underneath it at all. You were able to swim around it.
Oh.
I don't know if that came through in my descriptions, but
It might have
Hmm.
months ago.
Yeah.
My vote is we walk along the shore, and then we kind of walk along the general vicinity of the tunnels, and then if we find an external exit, then we go into there.
Hop in.
Otherwise, we just walk to Buckford's.
Yeah.
On the
Not bad.
surface.
Let's do it.
cool. So as you guys are leaving, one of the elf guards was. Did you guys get everything you needed?
We
Unless you happen to know where the entrance to the tunnels are.
Which tunnels you're
Sounds
looking
like-
for?
The one to Buckpert.
Oh, Tobaccoperts? Oh, well, yeah, they're over there. There is a space. There is one entrance where if you swim under, you can come up, and he points out right over there. And then also about another, probably 30 minutes down this direction, you'll find a covered entrance where you should be able to enter from there.
Let's go to the one where I don't have to drown.
That would be preferable.
So I'll get like a
Well,
little bit more
hold on.
specific directions
Yeah.
that I can.
He'll help to
Yes,
get
yeah,
it so
yeah.
that you can find
Yeah.
it.
Your side's showing again.
Sorry. Here's the map. I'll toss you the map
Did you?
that I found in there.
Oh, so did you find anything?
We found
Got
the map.
everything?
Yeah, there was a map that had what looks to be information about possible flanking.
How were you talking to Vulin earlier?
Oh yeah, we might.
Oh well, he is the sending spell.
Have you? Has this information been passed on? What's on this map?
I mean, we just kind of haven't really paid much attention to it.
Might
Might
be
wanna-
worth.
It's just a bunch of dumb goblins.
Well,
Knowing that
There-
this guy's a tactician, I would not disregard that.
In case it is important, do you mind if we go to where he cast the sending to? Or how you get however
Can the
you get a
person
hold of him?
who contacted Vulin please contact him about this information?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Do you hand him the map, or what do you want me? What do you want to communicate?
I
Well,
s-
here, come over here. I'll bring you over to the guy.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, okay.
he'll bring you over to the lady. Yes.
We need to make sure that Vulin gets this information. We don't know if it's
Commander Woolen?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Commander Vulin.
Well, it's just weird to hear people talk without using someone's rank.
Yeah, we're not necessarily part of the military. We're kind of
that's fair. Okay.
makes sense though.
Anyways, we just want to make sure that this information is known, whether it's
It may or may not still be relevant.
Yeah.
But better safe than sorry. And can you explain what's relevant on this map?
I do that.
Okay. So what would you like me to tell Commander Woolen?
It looks like
Found evidence.
we found evidence of a potential attack, and here is where the potential attack might happen,
a flanking
like
maneuver.
a flanking.
Or do you have like a direction that I could tell him? He won't really know.
West or southwest.
They
Okay.
might not.
Okay. 1 second.
Do I look like that when I cast that spell?
You
You
look
do
less
look a little bit
constipated.
constipated.
That's not a good face.
We all need to return right now. Everyone, come on. Some of
think
the
we have our
soldiers
answer.
stand up.
Well,
we're needed.
it would have been
we're
relevant
needed.
about 30 minutes ago.
What happened?
There's a large assault on the Altry. We must return now, immediately.
There we go.
I acknowledge the importance of the Altry. Is it worth keeping anybody here in case? What if they take the fortress?
Okay,
back?
we're leaving. You can do what you wish. And they start gathering and starting to head very quickly. Like a minute to kind of like while
I
they're
don't think
grabbing
staying
things.
here is any. I don't think.
Four of us isn't going to hold this if we get attacked here too.
I think it'd be best to go with. Because one way or another, it seems like this might be how we end up our end of the bargain to the dragon.
It's either we go with or we go to Buckport and we tell them if they haven't gotten the information. I kind of want to go to Buckport's first.
Excuse me. How far is Buckpurse from here?
Wick would be able to figure it out from a
you
map.
you would probably be able to know from the map. Maybe about an hour.
Okay.
We'll tell them there. We'll
Well-
pass the message on. Or not.
Okay, they're aware.
All right, then we'll go back.
Back we go. So we'll go back with them at a fast pace.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna end tonight on time.
Wow, that is almost exactly 10 o'clock.
Almost
Look at
exactly.
us finding information when it's still relevant.
Just a little too slow.
Yeah.
See, had you guys not pulled the lever, I kid.
All right, thanks guys. Catch you next week. See you then.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.